Hey guys, and welcome to part 4 of this month's episode of Gunpla News. This is episode 13 for December 2015. And this is going to be the part where we're talking about third-party and resin stuff. This month I do not have any resin news prepared, so sorry about that. I would have liked to have prepared some resin stuff at least for you guys, but just have really been short on time recently, so I'm only going to cover what's new for third-party stuff, and there's very little of that. For some reason, for the past few months, we haven't really been seeing a whole lot of news for anything third-party related, other than Daban and Dragon Momoko, and as I've said before, I don't want to talk about either of those companies here on my channel unless something drastically changes with either of them, because both of those companies are still actively producing just straight bootleg kits, which is not really cool. So don't really want to support them, and just their quality is just not good anyway, so not that good. I'm sure people will be commenting down below like, their quality is like almost as good as Bandai. It's like good, it's not bad. Okay, I get it, whatever. But I'm choosing not to talk about those particular companies. So today the only company I'm going to talk about is Mechanicor. The Mechanicor 100 Tiefstürmer, their version of the Deep Striker, should be shipping at the end of this month. I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm really hoping it's going to be shipping at the end of this month. Hopefully it's not delayed. I paid the balance of mine. I ordered mine from Samuel Decal. I paid the balance on that and paid for the shipping. The shipping was not actually too bad considering the box is huge. We got the dimensions for the box. It's basically like if you took a perfect grade unicorn and a perfect grade banshee box and put those together into one huge giant box. So that's like enormous. And the shipping was like from Hong Kong to here in Korea is obviously, of course, not very far, but it was like $50 like that. Not bad for a kit that huge. So, and that's not even like the super cheapest, lowest mail. That's still like air parcel, so it's really not bad. It could have been cheaper if I got it like just like SAL, like surface mail. But I want to have it as soon as possible to show it to you guys, so paid a little bit more to get it faster, just because I love you. Next, then we also, Mechanicor has previously announced their next project is going to be a 1/72nd scale. They're calling it the QMS 400 kyrosa-q. It's a Qubelay. And we've got a few more new images of this. Before we just had images of like just the head, but now we're seeing some more images of the torso. So we're still not seeing the whole kit yet, sadly. I really am looking forward to seeing what this is going to be like and some more details about this. I'm guessing after the Tiefstürmer has shipped, then we'll start to get more details about this next kit. Very much looking forward to that. Some of these images that we've seen, though, it's got showing the armor in like this really hot pink color, and I hope that's not the color they're going to actually use for it. Of course, you can always paint it, but that color is like super obnoxious. That pink is way too pink. I know the Qubelay is supposed to have pink on it, but it's not that pink. Anyway, it does really look cool. Here we can see before they said it was going to have a FSS style, and that wasn't really specific what that means, but we all kind of figured that basically means like a 5-star story style to it. Now that we see more of the design, including the torso, we can see it. I can see that 5-star stories design sort of, especially in like the waist section. So I can assume other parts are going to share that style, although it is much more mechanical looking than most 5-star stories kits, designs I should say. But I can see how some of those elements are going to be coming into this. Again, as I said before, just to reiterate to some little we know about this, they said it's going to be offered in 3 modes: white, clear red, and clear purple. So again, we don't know if all those parts are going to be included in one set, or there's going to be 3 different kits you can buy, 1 white, 1 clear red, 1 clear purple. We don't really know at this point. Other thing I just want to mention again as well, the reason why it's 1/72nd scale, I think, is because they want to just use the same inner frame, and the inner frame is quite large. It worked for their past kits, the Cassie and the Penelope, because those are really large Gundams. The Qubelay is not that big. So to use that frame to make a cubolate, that means it's making the cubolate slightly larger than it should be at 1/100 scale. So they're just calling it 1/72 scale. Again, that's just my guess of why it's a 1/72 scale rather than 1/100. But I don't know. And that's really all we know about that at this point, guys. That's all I have for the third-party stuff this month. So yeah, if I missed something, let me know in the comments section below. If there's a particular resin kit or something that's really interesting for you, or that you want to advise me to talk about next time. Any advice you guys have for adding to this section? Of course, I try to see as much as possible, but sometimes I miss something or whatever. So if there's something I missed, let me know, and I'll try to cover that next month. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Next part, we're going to talk about features, where I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kits to talk about to show you really awesome stuff there. So come back for part 5, and we'll show you some really awesome featured kits. See you then.